Hey folks, I decided to start my stream now. Sorry about basically doing this, but something has come up. So I'm gonna basically start doing my show, and if we have anyone come in, I'm we're gonna have fun and stuff. I've also recently done something. I've also recently done something good, and I'll tell you about that later on, or at least I'm going to go doing something good. But first, let me go and get some art up so we can look at it. All right. Let's see. All right, got that. All right. Let me go and get some more of my art up. All right, let's see this. All right, that's good enough. So let's go over to share screen. Hey, Author Rebel. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Pretty good, man. Sorry about taking so long. On share screen, I know, right here. You want to come into the show? I'll send you a link and stuff. But maybe I'll give it a moment and an invite. Copy to clipboard. Let me go over to, if you want to come in, you can come in as well. Let me go down. Here we are. There. I put a link on the message on Twitter, Hoth Rebel, so you can use that if you want to come in. All right, got that. Now let's go look at some art. Here's hair metal musicians accessories. Right now, let me go over here, and here is someone we all know and love, Deathmug and his arch enemy Bujik Starpoon. As you see, Bujik Starpoon basically dealing with Deathmug accusing him of something and pointing at him. Now, I could also come in here. That looks pretty damn good. The arm, though, maybe some parts of it I could maybe give more definition to it. Otherwise, it's very nice when I'm looking at it, with the way he's pointing at Bujik Starpoon and stuff. I think the arm is a bit iffy, maybe just on the elbow and stuff. Otherwise, it does look pretty good. All right, let's see. Let me go see if Hoth Rebels. Nope, he hasn't done that. Let's see. Yeah. Let me go over here. Where it was. Here's the pinup from his Breasty Melons. Let me compare it to the black and white here, and you can see the difference. No. Right here. Right there. Comparing it. As you can see in the pinup, there's more around it, and you see more of the background. You also see some of the lines I erased and redrew to get her pose right. Now, I'm going to release all of the pinups I've made with my characters in the Scumdogs graphic novel when I have it finished, and I'll probably release a black and white version of this pinup as well as the other ones in the thing as well. But I'll have it cleaned up so you can't see where I erased and redrew. Though I suppose I could leave one with. Do something with that as well. Here we have the various faces and characters I used to design Hair Metal Doctor, Dr. Mindbender from G.I. Joe, Toe Cutter from Mad Max, and Ozzy Osbourne. As you can see, as I keep mentioning, these are various faces I used by combining the different features together. Now, as I've said before, none of these faces are actually what Hair Metal Doctor looks like underneath his surgical mask. All right. Here's some artwork of Deathmug removing his skin from his cybernetic body. Let's compare it to the colored version, which is right up here. Let's see. do that. Compare it. As you can see, the coloring is pretty good, at least on the crowd, but I think it loses something, so I'm thinking about having my comic recolored by a professional. Looking pretty good. Is there anything else I can say about this? Trying to think of what else can I say here. It just looks good. But going for the best I can give you when you buy my graphic novel. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to go over here. Yep. See that? Yeah. You see the features in the crowd over here and stuff? I really did well drawing them. I really appreciate the fact that they get smaller and less definition as they go backward. All right, let's see. Let me do this. Some more artwork to show up. Here's this panel. And it looks good, huh? The faces look good. And you see Deathmug removing his skin that was cybernetically crafted to him, but it was removable. You also have the first page, and let me go over to here and show you this. Let's see here, and then we do this. As I said, the black and white looks like a classic comic, but when I look at the colored I did, maybe if I recolor it myself again, it'll look good. This is the second time I colored this page, and it came out better than the original. Now, let's go over here. I'm going to see. Nope. Thanks, man. I'll come as soon as I finish lunch. Okay, Hoth Rebel. Thank you for joining me and stuff. Right. I did ask Cecil, but I was going to go out on at 9:30 and see if he would come on, but something's come up and I can't really do that, so I'm doing my live show now. And we have more people watching the Scumdogs Kennel. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. Here, of course, is some of the faces I used to design Miss Breasty Melon's face. Here we have this panel I love to show off with the Scumdogs, Deathmugs, Murmouth, and Sloppy running past Gallbladder, the Shishi god of war and tea time, a made-up South American culture that I did not make up right this moment. That's part of it's funny, huh? We also have Shortenstein, and we also have E.T. Allen. Get it? E.T. Allen? I don't know, you should E.T. E.T. or E.T. I get it. I think I'll call this guy E.T. Allen for a joke on that. I just named him and stuff. He's just an alien guy, but I just came up with a name for him. I gotta remember that, and maybe I will by writing that down because it's a good name. E.T. Allen. There, got that. Put that there. Wrote that down. Now, let's see. Go back over here to the artwork. Pretty good. Yeah, here's the black and white pinup for Hair Metal Doctor. Go looking at closer at the face and just looks awesome, doesn't it? I really worked hard on it and stuff, and as you can see, you can see pretty much every individual hair on his arms and stuff. And you also see the lightning coming out of from his hands from his guitar. Like that. And you can see some of the lines that I erased when I colored it and stuff. Now, let's see. If you compare this to the colored version, let me go over here. Well, first of all, let me do this. Here we have another page with Buick Starpoon on it. The guy with the pink pompadour hair with the little palm tree growing out of it. And here he's being chewed out by the Supreme Commander overall, Baby Fist. I keep using that line because it's a funny one, and I'll just use it. Here we have the actual cover for the Scumdogs novel. As I said, I already have a few alternate covers designed and stuff like that. I have one, it's uncolored and stuff. And I have another that I'm thinking about using the Hair Metal Doctor as an alternate cover as well, because it was a good pinup. And you can see this. It looks great. As I've said, I'm probably going to maybe redo this cover, maybe drawing a few extra characters coming out of the warp in the back. Otherwise, it's a great cover that's really good. Here we have Death Mug, the guy in purple with the middle mask. Murder Mouth back here with the long hair. And Sloppy, the pink guy. Here they're chasing down the Snores, my parody version of the Smurfs. Now, let's go down here to those pinups. Let's compare the black and white pinup to the black and white pinup to the colored. Let me go here. See, it looks just as good as the colored version because I improved on my coloring. This was after I colored the first few pages of my graphic novel and stuff. But you can see I improved really good. This looks like a classic comic from the 90s. It will look good like that. But I'm still thinking about having my comic book recolored and make it look good, but good and stuff. But the pinups, they came out beautiful, don't you think? All right. Anything else to look at? Have I shown off all my art down here? Like this. Let's go over here. We're at 11 minutes in, so I'm going to go over to Bounding Into Comics now. Captain Marvel, actor Brie Larson threw boyfriend out of house in order to beat Super Mario Galaxy. Former Superman actor Dean Cain responds to Time Magazine and Ellen DeGeneres on superheroes. Yeah, I imagine he would because he played a superhero. More Brie Larson. Former Superman actor Dean Cain responds to Time Magazine and Ellen DeGeneres' attack on superheroes. I suppose I could do this, but it's kind of depressing. Maybe I'll go over to something else first. Let's go over to We Got This Covered. Yeah. This site is woke, but at least when Kevin Feige came up with the name for the MCU, I don't really care about that. Dr. Sleep director says is dark and cynical. Dark and cynical. Ooh. Warner Brothers has reportedly canceled Birds of Prey 2. Good. Paris Jackson's Johnny Depp's liberal case against the Sun is headed to trial. Let's look at that. Johnny Depp's libel case against the Sun is headed for trial. A while ago, Fantastic Beasts star Johnny Depp sued the Sun for calling him a wife beater. In several of their articles, now, after a lengthy period of preparations, his libel case is set to start at London's Royal Court on July 7th. For a while, it wasn't clear whether this would actually happen. While Depp's initial mood ovations were well-grounded, the validity of his accusations was contested when text messages resurfaced detailing the renowned actor asking his assistant for drugs. While this request is scandalous and frankly illegal enough on its own, it holds a special place in the ongoing legal battle between Depp and his ex-wife Amber Heard, who claims she endured a 3-day ordeal of assault around the time the text messages were sent. The judge overseeing the trial, Justice Nicole, was not pleased when and how these messages popped up. According to him, Depp's legal teams ought to have disclosed them in the moment their decisions against the Sun was made. Despite Depp's dishonesty, however, Justice Nicole has ruled that the trial may proceed. I'm not persuaded the trial of the claim would be unfair, he said, reflecting on the messages. The trial against the magazine's legal team is set to begin on July 7th and will feature testimonies from Depp's ex-partners Winona Ryder and Vanessa Paradis. Of course, Johnny Depp is not the only member of the Fantastic Beasts team who's garnered negative publicity in recent times. A few weeks ago, series creator and lead writer J.K. Rowling became the subject of vast controversy after posting several trends. Yeah, she did go after a bunch of people, didn't she? The tweets, which include an argument on why biological sex is real, have not been met favorable by activists. Yeah, but biological sex is real. Activists are loonies. At least, yeah, these activists are loonies. And they're attacking her for that. I mean, I don't really care that woman is being attacked by these lunatics. But basically, what she said was the truth. But you can see the truth is nothing to these people. In actuality, the truth is everything. We looked at this. That's pretty good. Let's go and look at some other stuff. Let's go to VG 24/7. 24/7. Anything here? Fallout live action series in the works from Westworld creators. No, not the guys from Westworld. They might have been able to do a movie at first good. I mean, the cartoon, the Westworld now sucks. So don't have them touch anything like a video game that is actually good. These guys will destroy it because they're insane. I don't really want to look at this because it's made me bummed. Let's go to Disney Star Wars is dumb. I should maybe cover it, but hearing that those guys are now going to touch anything else, this makes me bummed. Is dumb. All right, let's see. Anything good on this one? Another shoe drops at the EAA Star Wars. I guess we don't see it. Readers of this blog may be familiar with J.D. Winsler, who wrote the Rise and Fall of Star Wars blog, which was shut down. He was apparently finished the manuscript for what could be a book rather than a blog, and he's currently seeking a publisher. You can read the full PDF of the blog in its entirety before it was shut down. Force Awakens book, why canceled? Rise and Fall of Star Wars, and why blog taken down GW's Onion. Marcy Liu discussed. Okay, so we saw that. So basically talking about how Star Wars is now dumb because it was destroyed by a bunch of ideologues, probably is what he's going for. Maybe not. Maybe I misread that. He's saying the rise and fall of Star Wars. We looked at that. Anything else we can look at? Let's take a look. I have a bunch of down here. Here we are. Let's see. Let's try PC Gamer. PC Gamer. I need to this. There. Let's see. Any articles we want to look at? I Fallout TV. Oh, not again. I really should read it. But it's the guys who directed Westworld. They can't do anything right. This like that. Looked at that. All right. Let's go over to something else. Could go over to Cinema Blend. I've been on there a little much. Polygon, King Gamer. Which one should I go next to? Let's try Screen Rant. Let's see if there's anything good on here. Star Wars reveals how Jedi. Remind me of every unmade James Cameron movie and why they didn't happen. Super Nintendo World video, best look at the Universal theme park. Okay, let's look at this. A Twitter user shares new Super Nintendo World footage, giving the most detailed look yet at the Super Mario theme park at Universal Studios Japan. New Super Nintendo World footage reveals a good look at the highly anticipated theme. The new Super Nintendo World footage reveals a good look at the highly anticipated theme park. Super Nintendo World is the Universal Studios park arriving in the future. First in Osaka, Japan. Although planned to open later this month, the Osaka location opening was delayed. Probably because of this stuff. There are many video game companies, but none generate the level of excitement Nintendo titles have arisen for Forbidden West is hugely anticipated, but even that can't match the hype surrounding the sequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. There is something about Nintendo's whimsical worlds and adherence to high standards that remain timeless. The core Super Mario series is a prime example of this. It should come as no surprise that the first Nintendo theme park is themed around Mario. Super Nintendo World is bringing the world of Mario from Princess Peach's castle to Bowser's fortress to life with a unique form of interactivity. Now fans have their best look yet at the Osaka Park. On Twitter, a user named 22Q shared a video highlighting the newly constructed Super Nintendo World. It is by far the most detailed look yet at the theme park. The footage reveals the spectacular details and various lifted straight from the Mario games. The video below. Okay, let's take a look at this. Wow. Huh. I'm not too sure I can look at the entire thing, but that looks interesting, doesn't it, folks? It's hard not to smile when viewing the video. Super Nintendo World appears to be meticulously detailed as one stepped right into some levels from Super Mario 3D World. The green grassland platforms are unmistakably Mario, as well as the ice-themed area. The enemies, Goombas, Koopas, and Piranha Plants all look exactly like their game counterparts. Yoshi can be spotted walking around, which has already been captured on camera. All in all, Super Nintendo World is looking like a dream come true for long-time and new fans alike. Even if Super Nintendo World... Let me do that. For longtime fans and new fans alike, even if Super Nintendo World didn't have any attractions, merely exploring the park seems worth. Interesting. Very interesting. Even if the Super Nintendo World didn't have attractions, merely exploring the park seems worth it. Bowser's castle had been realized on a massive scale, and the Thwomp appears angry as ever, ready to fall on someone. The exterior of the park looks unquestionably fantastic, but details on the attractions are still being kept mostly under wraps. A Mario Kart attraction has been teased in advertisements, but how the ride's design connects to the overall immersive experience Universal has been promoting remains to be seen. Super Nintendo World will eventually open to the public, but until then, these leaked videos will have to suffice. Okay, looks good. Looks very good. All right, let's go over here. We looked at this. Let's see anyone. Oh, 22 minutes in. Thanks. Would Babyfist accept a rattle as a gift, or would he be offended? He'd probably accept it. He's a mean, tough guy, but he'd probably mean, tough guy. So he'd probably just accept it as a nod to his who he is. And besides, he does have a baby fist, and his baby fist would like to play sometimes. But yeah, he'd probably accept it as a nod to who he is, because he is a tough guy, and laugh at yourself, can't laugh at anybody. Or he'd basically just say wouldn't care and just accept it, because that's. Looked at this. Maybe you go over to Kickstarter now. All right, I got this. Let's go to games. Let's see anything over here. Sugar Heist Overlord. They're there. Catapult Kingdoms. This looks good. Catapult pledged to 15,000, 67,000, 24 days to go. Let's take a look at this. Looks good. Is there sound? There is sound on this. I hear it. I think. I mean, it looks interesting for a game. That's Catapult Kingdoms. Let me go to something else over. Let's go over here. Here's this stuff on comics. Mirror in the Shadow of the Dwellers, 21,000. Ethan Van Sciver's made 1,014,938. So that's good. Over here. Let's see if there are any new Indiegogos. Hammer has made 840. Mighty Mascots has made 6,848. So that's good. Oh, yeah. Helgar, the last Viking one, has made 333. Death Shroud has nearly been fully funded, and it's got 28 days left. Stamp 1, a comic book. Let's take a look at this. It looks like a new comic book. A full-color reprint of Stump 1 with more pages, revised dialogue, and an all-new cover. Okay. This will be a full-color reprint of the original Stump comic book, first printed black and white in 2013 with the new story pages, revised dialogue, and a new cover. Going for 3,000, huh? 2 backers. Black and white. The art looks pretty good. Superhuman strength, obviously. The majority of the book is done. I'm currently adding more pages to punch up the action and show more of Stump's origin. The first printing was 28 pages, but the book is currently sitting at 32 pages, with more being added. I've also increased the front size, which requires me to rewrite all of the dialogue. Since I'm doing all this writing, art, coloring, and learning myself, I'm able to keep my costs low. So my primary funding goal is to cover the printing costs and postage for mailing. The book out to backers, fulfill movie numbers. Stump is a superhero that I created in 1993 while I was at the Army, and it's always been my dream to make a comic book series with him as the starring character. In addition to completing issue 1 for this campaign, I'm also working on rewriting and drawing out issue 2. With a few pages of issue 2 already drawn out, my plan is to start a second campaign for Stump 2 as soon as the campaign is completed in fulfillment. Then I have to do it all again for issues 3, 4, 5, and so on. Not bad. $40, 30 days, not bad. Hopefully it gets funded. It looks like a good book. Let's see, 3 Days, 4 Nights, Part 1 has made $11,785. It's been fully funded, so that's good. And it's got 8 days left, so it's probably going to make it far more money than it's already made. You can see the art looks good. Oh, that's right. I was going to see if my sound is off, isn't it? I need to go find let me find let's go to the Lost Pages, which has made 17,735. Let's go look at this. Yeah, something's wrong with the sound, isn't it? Oh, wait.
The minds and hands of Zany Comics. It's the first book in their connected universe.
Let me try something here. Something.
Hey, Chris, can you hear me? There's no audio coming through I can't hear any audio. Yeah, I can't even hear you talking. I'm not sure what's going on. Hey, Chris, can you hear me? There's no audio coming through I can't hear any audio. Yeah, I can't. Hmm. My audio is coming through, but I don't hear you at all. Hey, Chris, can you hear me? There's no audio. I can't hear any audio. Yeah, I can't. Hmm. My audio is coming through, but I don't hear you at all. Maybe I should talk until I don't know. Everyone subscribe to Read Comics They're Bad for You. It's a great channel, and we have a great time on these live streams. It's a lot of fun. We're having a few technical difficulties, so please stand by, and we'll be back as soon as we can. I did have a question about what uh, what Comicsgate project do you hope will make $1 million next? Because Ethan Van Sciver did a really great job of raising $1 million, and I hope that the next creator will be your boy Zach. I'd love to see your boy Zach be the next one to make $1 million.
Hello.
There you are.
You here?
Yeah, much better.
Thank you. I was broadcasting earlier. It was you did hear me earlier, right?
You went off just before the Zaid Comics, the Lost Pages is when it cut out.
Does that? How long ago was that?
Probably about 5 minutes ago. I'd say about 5 minutes. Not too long.
Okay, so I got this back. Let me put share screen back up. So they didn't hear anything from Zad Comics?
Yeah, about 5 minutes ago with Lost Pages.
It's annoying. It's okay, so it's not that bad. At least something get up. I'm still broadcasting on YouTube, hopefully. Let me see this. View on YouTube. Let me bring this up. Continue to YouTube. So they did. All right. I think let me go back here. Does this right here? Let me try something. I'm just going to see how much time. $, 30 days, not bad. Let's go to the there. Okay, so like that. Well, that's annoying. Let me do this. Okay, so Hoth Rebel, you have any ideas of what we can look at next?
Well, actually, I had a question for you. Now that Ethan Van Sciver has made $1 million, which Comicsgate creator would you like to see make $1 million next?
Our boy Zach.
Same here. I think he deserves it.
I do too. I think he probably will because he's made a lot of independent comics this year, and two of them have basically made one's made 60,000, 70, 80,000. His new one has already made about 32,000, like that. And not to mention, Expendables has made over 200,000. Another book has made 200,000. His other book has made 200,000. something like that. So he's clearly getting a lot of money this year, and all of them together could reach over $1 million.
Yeah. But the just the spectacle of him making $1 million off of one comic like Ethan Van Sciver did would be an amazing victory for all of us, I think.
I do. It's just the fact that none of his books have made, except maybe Jawbreakers 1, has basically breached over 400,000. So I was thinking more in volume he could do it instead of just one book. I think he will eventually do it with one book. It's just that none of his books have reached that point yet. I think it will happen. I probably the next Jawbreaker book could very well break at 200,000 because if you see what Ethan did, it's very possible.
Indeed.
Now, let's see. Maybe we'll save that for a bit. I'm going to apologize that my audio went down for a bit. I pulled my plug out, hoping that and then inserted it back in. I probably should have exited my thing and then re-put my thing back in. It would have been right. See? Because I pulled my plug from my stereo. I was hoping it would fix my audio. But what I should have done after that was basically exited Steam Grounds and then reinitialized it. Now I didn't have to stop my stream, but I probably just sort of re-entered it and stuff. It would have that's what I did to get my sound back. Now, as you can see, Do As You're Told has already made 33,372. That's just this one. I have an easier way looking at this. Let's go. Where is it? Never mind. I guess I'll just put Jawbreakers in. Jawbreakers. Here's his different campaigns and stuff. Pandemic has made 14,705, but that's only a small part of it. He had to redo this campaign because the original one made 50,000. So he's made about 64,000. And as you can see, The Expendables Go to Hell has made 232,653. And Jawbreakers God King has made 251,000. So that's 500,000 there put together and stuff. Plus Pandemic has made about 60,000. Jawbreakers Grand Bazaar has made basically 184,000. So if you put them all together, his basically all of his big campaigns have made 200,000. So that's around $600,000, and his new campaign has made 170,000. So, and if you add the last one in, which has made 33,000, that's about $800,000. So all of his campaigns this year have made $600,000, while his first campaign right here, Jawbreakers Lost Souls, has made 404,000. So he's getting close to breaking $1 million as it is. So with what he's done with the different campaigns.
Very good.
Yesterday, I spent about 20 minutes talking about the Do As You're Told the ballad, Do As You're Told book. Talking about the artwork and how it looks. How I basically said it looks very much like the main character looks like the Joker. He's just a smiling maniac who goes running around during the riots, while his doctor, who's a female and a very pretty female, is trying to get into the rioting area and rescue him. So, well, if you know anything about Harley Quinn, she's actually a psychiatrist. You can see parallels there. Remember, well, if you look at the Ballad of No, maybe we should go. Oops.
I didn't know that about Harley Quinn. I didn't know she was a psychiatrist.
Well, she was an intern psychiatrist, and Joker twisted her mind, and she fell in love with him, and she became Harley Quinn. But what happened here is our main character, who was that smiling maniac. Basically, the riots causes an accident, and a bunch of lunatics end up walking out of their insane asylum, and he gets loose, and he's a smiling maniac who has supremely good combat skills. And while she tries to get him out of there because of the riots and stuff, but because of the accident, he gets loose onto the street, and she gets past the cops and gets into the rioting areas. So I definitely see a definite parallel here because he's a maniac who goes around smiling and attacking people, and she's a female psychiatrist that's very good looking who just happens to really want to save her patient. So you can see, well, it doesn't really matter. I imagine it might be a bit different, but yeah. Ooh, Graham Nolan's The Canoe has 31 hours left, and it's made $51,000. It's broken its latest stretch goal. Its new one is for $6,000. $60,000, I meant. So there's that. Black and White has 16 days left. It's made $21,864. I still have a chance to back it if I want. Not to mention Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales has made $197,245. Let's look at Black and White first. 21,864. Let's see how many books are left. 4 Acclaim, 3 comics, 4 poster. Black and White Volume 1, $25, 190 claimed. If I want to back this, I'll have to back it soon, I suppose. And there's the artwork. There's the Vampirella black and white cover. Oh, you can get this Vampirella black and white. Receive 1 copy of Dynamite Entertainment's very own Vampirella 1 graphic novel with exclusive Vampirella black and white limited edition cover signed in art. Vampirella 1. Pull version cover. Black and White Volume 1 with drawing, $130. Black and White Issue 1, page 11. Not bad.
Archie Bear is an amazing artist. I love his artwork. It's just fantastic.
Yep, definitely. I'll probably just get the Turtle Bot Annihilation poster, $25. Black and White Volume 1, $25. Stuff Black and White Graphic Novel Volume 1. Trading card and signatures for $25. So that's pretty good for that price. Now let's go over to Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales. Here, these are the rare Hall of Heroes comics that have been reprinted in, well, recolored and relettered, so with new covers done by Ethan Van Sciver himself. Here's the first cover, and here's the second cover. They reprint the issues from the rare Hall of Heroes series back from the 90s, as I said. I think it's just a 2-issue series or is it a 4-issue series? And basically each book has 2 comics in it. It's probably just 2 books. So each comic is about 22 pages long, but you're getting all this chromium covers and all this stuff with this great artwork on it. So I guess, and they're only $10, so it looks pretty good. I'll probably back for both of them when I get a chance.
Same here. Now that the Honeycomb box set is sold out, I think my money's going to go towards Unforgettable Tales.
That should be easy. It's just $20 for both of them plus shipping, so $25 for all of that. At least if it's just what I'm seeing. Oh, I have yet to look at Oki Comics issue 7, Spooklahoma. Let's take a look at this new book. A free comics anthology telling spooky stories about this state. Let's take a look at this. Before I look at this, let me go there. The dream to give out free comics anthologies to show local talent the reality is happening. For our 7th issue, we're doing our first themed anthology with 8 spooky stories. We have a scary, heartfelt spooky stories. We have stories. We have scary, heartfelt, action-packed, and even funny stories lined up. All we need is some money to print. You can help and get awesome rewards for going the extra mile to make art happen. Good cover. Here's some artwork from inside. Nothing too great, but the artwork is, as I said, not too great. Not too. It's not bad. Let's take a look at this trailer.
Hey Oklahoma, we need your help. We want to create awesome art and give it away for free so that people can see what Oklahomans can do. Oklahoma is a diverse state packed with talented people. We work hard and we are always eager to support those who need a hand. Many people don't get that, but we do. And when we help each other, everybody prospers. In 2017, a group of Oklahoma comics creators launched our free Okie Comics magazine as a showcase for what locals can do. Each issue is an anthology giving numerous artists and writers the opportunity to make something for Oklahomans by Oklahomans. We've shown that we don't have to be a big corporation on a coast to create. We are just as talented at home. For our next issue, we're reaching out for help with printing costs so that we can keep Okie Comics free. Why free? That makes it so that everybody can check it out and we can maximize how many people can see Oklahoma art. We've received so many letters the past few years from people telling us how Okie Comics has helped them. A lot are from teachers who are stocking their classroom libraries with local stories. One letter came from a veteran who always made sure to take comics to his adult literacy class as gateway reading. Many letters say the same thing. I had no idea there was so much talent right next door to me. Help us keep that ball rolling on making an impact in Oklahoma. In this next issue, we are telling some of our favorite spooky stories about Oklahoma. We have an adventure with the Ozark Howler in Natural Falls State Park, a story of trick-or-treating in Oklahoma City's oldest neighborhoods, using the machine gun on top of Virons to fight monsters on Northeast 23rd, and so many more. Whatever you can give would be a huge help. It might not seem like $1 or $2 could make much, but we're going to take those dollars and turn them into free comics for Oklahomans. Won't you help make art happen?
All right, that looked pretty good. And as I said, the art isn't bad. All right, so I finally looked at that. It was good. Lady Alchemy has done some more money. Let's see. Orgasm Girls made $10,859. Has 6 days left. It's been fully funded, so that's good. Let's see. Yes. It's
sorry.
Oh well. Let's see. There's a Hammer, a post-Ragnarok tale by G. Geiger. I get to finish off the trailer there. I imagine a dystopian post-apocalyptic blah, blah, blah. Let's just look at the trailer first.
Asgard has fallen. Ragnarok has come, and the mighty Hammer Mjolnir is moving ever closer to Midgard. The hammer seeks a new master, this one in the form of a golden Valkyrie.
Yeah, as I said before, this is a little boring trailer. I'm just going to read it out. Imagine a dystopian post-apocalyptic world taken to the next level where Ragnarok reigns. Midgard, our Earth is a wasteland. The legendary artifacts of Asgard are falling to Midgard, where the fabled Nordic gods of myth are coming to take them back. Hammer, an epic black and white comic book series spanning 10 staggering 48-page issues, is a labor of love and the culmination of my admiration for the storytelling medium of comics and my infatuation with post-apocalyptic movies and comics. The first epic issue, 48-page black and white, created and written by illustrated by the creators, blah, 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 blah. Joy Lady cover. Jesus, thanks for the same first issue. Okay, we see the main character is a female who has Thor's hammer and she goes around and stuff. The art looks pretty good. It's black and white, but hey, I'm impressed. It's this. I could look at this. So she's going to be fighting the gods and fighting some some creatures in the apocalypse. So it looks good, and I'm impressed. Anything else?
It looks better than much better than the Thor: Love and Thunder, that new Natalie Portman movie. But this actually looks pretty good. This comic looks much better.
Yeah, does look very good. And yep. Okay. The trailer though was a bit boring. Didn't really grab me, so I decided just to read out myself. The Chenoo has 31 hours left. And yes.
By the way, I was wondering if you might be able to tell me like your top 5 or so trailers, because you seem to have a good taste in these comic book trailers, and it might be good to. I mean, not right now, but in the future
and stuff like that. Trailers. Let's see. Ghostbusters, the original from 1984. Like that. Well, it's been a while since I've seen the trailer and stuff like that. Maybe we should do ones that I really like. I'm trying to think here. Gremlins, Ghostbusters, and like that. Other trailers that I've seen that are really good. I guess no, I don't really like that movie, but the trailer was good. The Jurassic Park trailer and stuff like that. I haven't seen these trailers in a while, but these trailers for good movies basically had something that basically people wanted to see. Let's see. Star Wars, the 1977 trailer for the original movie. That was one. I saw the trailer rather recently, and that was a good trailer. I'm just going off my head here, and I'm basically associating it with movies I really like. That was 4. Let's see. It was Ghostbusters, Gremlins, Star Wars, and stuff like that. 2 more. I suppose E.T. and maybe I'm trying to think here. Really good trailers that really did well. Jaws. From the original Jaws trailer. None of these are actually are they my favorite? Usually I'm associating them with some of my favorite movies and movies that have really done well. Not only because these trailers are what brought people in. So I basically say them and stuff. It might give me a little while to talk about it. It might have something like that. But those look like are really good trailers, I think. But I saw the Star Wars trailer, the original. I looked at it on YouTube when I came across it. Well, I looked it up and stuff and watched it. I can see why it brought people in. And I remember I seen the Jaws trailer, and it was just basically, you thought it was all right to go back into the water. Bum, 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 bum. Just a bunch of things with that noise and a shark and screaming. Jaws. At the end of it, it was just Jaws. All right, Graham Nolan, the Chinoo is 31 hours left. How many? Oh, we're at 58 minutes. Doing well. Let's see. Freak Show Princess, a 20-foot one-shot zombie horror comic. All right, not bad. Let's see, go down here to see if we can't find some other stuff. Still don't see anything I want to look at. I could go over to the Kingdom is here. All right, maybe I'll just go back over to games for a quick. Basically replaced what we were looking at. There's Cultable Kingdoms, Overlord, Terraforming Mars we could look at. Storage solutions that include new special trials and stuff. Trepid, Sugar Heist. Let's see. Maybe look at Catapult Kingdoms again, the trailer again. All right. It was Catapult Kingdoms. Now, let's try, go to Overlord. Let me try something. Let's try video games. Video games. There's this wireless virtual gamepad, arcade controller, wireless low tennis, low range A style controls. Looks interesting. Control for your computer or game computer, I suppose. Let's take a look at this.
Are you tired of tedious cables ruining your retro nostalgia? Doc Java is proud to introduce our new wireless arcade gamepad. This controller system is a full-blown, fully encapsulated arcade gamepad you can use right in your lap. Internally, we are running an Arduino Uno to quickly read button and joystick inputs. These are transmitted by the ultra-fast, lightweight, and low-power NRF24L01 transceiver. The whole system can run off a 9-volt battery for extended gaming sessions right from your lazy boy. Using our in-house designed RF Leo, a thumbnail-sized Arduino Leonardo and radio, the gamepad can transmit to any device via HID protocol. You will love our wireless controller for its ease of use. Simply plug the RF Leo into your laptop, console, or Raspberry Pi outfitted with Retro Pi, and you're ready to go. The point-to-point communication makes it easy and straightforward to get gaming from anywhere. We hope you will invest in this project so we can bring it to market at a low price. Thank you for your support.
All right, that looks good. It's made 888. It's going for 20,000 gold. Really hope it does get promoted because, yeah, something where you can experience games as they are meant to be experienced is a good thing. You could probably other stuff. Let's go down here. See this stuff. Load more. There's this stuff. There's C-Rats I looked at before. In fact, let's go over to Game Boy to look at that boy. Here we are. We haven't looked at this for a little bit. New Game Boy cartridge, Where's My Body? This guy's selling this game. He's already been fully funded. He's got 48 days to go, so he's doing well. Let's take a look at this game. And that was the trailer to Where's My Body? What's good about this, as I've said, is that this guy is producing new cartridges for the Game Boy, a system that ran for 15 years from about, 1993 to 2007 when it was finally put to bed. But yet people are still producing cartridges for it, actual physical media. Now, I think you can actually download this game, or at least it's offering it, so you can play it on your computer if you don't have a Game Boy. But you can also just get an actual physical copy of it, which is good, because we need more physical media because it can't be edited. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Hoth Rebel 86?
Yeah, it's great to have the physical media. It's good for supply and demand, and it makes it harder to pirate.
Here you can see he has actually made an original Game Boy box. It says Nintendo Game Boy. He can get away with that, even having the Nintendo logo on it, because he's like a third-party developer, because people have always been third-party developers making games for various systems, and they don't need to have Nintendo's permission to do it. Yeah, they can't put the Nintendo seal of approval on it because I think they own the trademark on that, but they can make a Nintendo box and put the game in it, which is a good thing because people will always make new games, and that's great. All right, now let's hear now 6 minutes in. Let's see, we looked at this and stuff like that. We looked at black and white. There's some other stuff to look at. I've yet to look at the trailer for this. As I said yesterday, this is a funny animal book, but it has some spectacular art for it. Very good looking book. Looks like a great fantasy story. All right, let's take a look at this trailer, or at least part of it.
Hi, I'm Claudia Schmidt. I'm the creator of the graphic novel series Mirror. In 2014, I had my very first campaign that set off the entire story of Iria and created this amazing big book. And now it's time to continue with the story. Let's take the ride together. What started as a vague dream many years ago has grown into a big story that takes place in the vast world of Iria. Mirror is an extensive comic project of mine. In it, the fiercely self-reliant Mirror wanders the hauntingly beautiful desert realm of Iria with her trusty Mount Varuk, making colorful enemies and shady friends who propel her towards a destiny she can't yet know. The next volume of Mirror is going to reveal an even broader spectrum of the world of Iria and leads you further into the story. Experience through the eyes of the characters, their way of living, and the dangers they have to endure. As the story evolves, new characters will be brought to life and contribute their part to the unique tapestry of Irian lore. Now it is finally time to continue with Mirror's story and lead you further into the deserty and barren world from where her journey began. With your support, you will allow me to do nothing else but to focus entirely on breathing life into the characters and the world in which they live. The storyboarding has begun, and all brushes are ready to fire up.
A story can only be told after it is finished, and no one ever knows when it has begun. Mira didn't know that she had already taken her first steps into her own lore, that she had already set our world in motion for the change that would come.
All right. That's about enough of that. I'm getting not a bad trailer. What do you think about it, Hothrow 86? I could rush the rest of it, but I think I'm done with that.
Yeah, it's fine. I think it's beautiful artwork. The artwork is amazing, but sometimes those trailers can be a little bit they can drag on a little long, and they really have to grip you to really sell the product. And sometimes they don't do that.
Yeah. All right. The Mighty Mascots has made 6,848, fully funded. He's got 7 days left. Most likely it's getting another 30 days and stuff, and I'll probably back it once it's in demand, which it'll stay there for a bit longer. If it's smart, he'll keep it there for a while. I can get my trade paperback for this in September or so, or at least get it before then, because this ships in September, but the new 3 issues will come out in January 2021. And I can also get the first 3 issues. I was thinking, are these reprints for the first 3 issues? These are.
I'm not sure.
If these are reprints, I think I'll just get the My Mascot's 100-page giant because they're not original print runs. I'll get the print run for the next 3 issues and stuff, but then because I see no point in collecting reprints of the original comic book, because I saw there I went on Amazon trying to see if I couldn't find some of these issues, and they only had 1 issue of issue 1 on there, so it's still sellable. I'm not, because that's what I mean. If I buy reprints, they're not as going to be as valuable as the originals and stuff. And that's why the only reason I'd buy these 3 issues is that I'd keep them in a box somewhere and just let them appreciate and maybe sell them on eBay eventually. But I'm definitely getting the My Mascot's 100-page giant. That way I get all 3 issues in one book and stuff. But I will get the My Mascot's new issues right there. I wish they had something to tell us. I looked at updates and stuff. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, because we're at 84% of the goal at June 23rd. Yeah, but they're already been fully funded now. So, and they're already 150 backers, which they've unlocked. I locked another stretch. Well, they'll unlock another stretch goal when they reach $7,000. The Chris Carverso cover has been unlocked, as you can see, looking very good. But I didn't see anything that told me if you get it, these original, or if these issues are issues 1, 2, and 3 are the originals or are they reprints. I mean, look at this. Let's see this. You will see the original first 3 issues of the My Mascot. These are all first printings released from Alterna Comics in 2019. So these are first printings then. So if you buy them, these are the original. These aren't reprints then. So that's good. And you can get all 3 for $10, so that's a good thing. But definitely, I'm getting the 100-page thing here. I have it all there. All right, we looked at this. Oh, they added a new trailer apparently. My Mascot's animated clip by Peter Cassetti. Let's look at this. That's good enough to be on a cartoon. Is that it? Oh, not bad. Let's see. What do you think about this, Hoth Rebel?
It's short and sweet, just like a breakfast.
Yeah, I guess it's short and sweet. All right, look at that a bit. Let me go over here. We're now 14 minutes in. I'm going to start thinking about ending this live stream soon. So let's see. Maybe go over to some places. Do this. There's here. Let's see. Let's go to Stitched. Oops. Yeah. Together picks and start getting these guys up here. I'm just going to show you a bit of his trailer.
Bespoke Post is a subscription club for guys that help
Stitched
drinks, travel and style.
Stitched Together Picks is like the nostalgia critic or angry video game nerd. He has a character he plays as the maniacal cinephile here, and he's just fun. I'm going to show you his the trailer he opens up when he opens his show up with here. So here we are.
We got some movies to see. We got boots for suffering is not
Hello, we're
Uh,
Andy, the maniacal cinephile, and welcome to Boots to Reboots.
Yep, and that's his show. Let's see. Now let's go over to Creepy Little Book. They're like the Art Bell radio show. They talk about the weird and strange things that go on in the world, and they live stream Creepy Little Book. They talk about the strange and weird things that go on in the world. They live stream every night about 10 o'clock and stuff like that. So go and check them out. Go and subscribe to Creepy Little Book. Creepy Little Book also live streams nightly with his friends who are other YouTubers. You'll get Mecha Random 42, Fedorable the Horrible, Tina, and others as they show up and have fun. That's Creepy Little Book. Now let's go over to Robot Co-op. But I'm just going to show you their channel thing here.
Meet the quarterback of Talking Back, Flux Namtari.
That thing looks like two buttholes sharing an apartment.
Your new best friend, Johnny Cylon.
Where's the hole? Is that the hole?
Oh,
The description.
I usually let the girl do that part.
Oh, that's a sex joke.
Sorry. The sass bringer himself, TopsyBot 5000.
Surprise ear piercing!
The spear we all hold dear, Miss Spybot.
Really? Yeah, I was gonna say this kind of reminds me of the McDonald's Ronald McDonald ball pit.
Yeah, except less urine.
Your boy made of brine, Benjamin Pickles.
Is this where all the gluten goes?
Oh my god.
And me, I'm the guy with the controller. I am Commander Rick Wolf.
It is supposed to be pulled out by a knight in times of great trouble.
I dub thee Sir Coitus of Interruptus. Click the logo in the upper left-hand corner to subscribe.
As they said, go and subscribe to Robot Co-op. These guys are great. Their show is great, and they deserve more subscribers. All right. Also, go and subscribe to my own channel. Read comics, they're bad for you. Also, go and subscribe to my channels on BitChute and Library. They're both under the name Comic Freak. Now, we have an hour and 19 minutes left. I want to thank Hot Rebel A6 for joining me today. He's been great.
My pleasure.
So, I'm Chris Williams from the Scumdogs Kennel. Thank you all, and I'll be back again tomorrow at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock for another live stream. So thank you, folks. I'll be back again soon.